Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today, Taurus, I'm going to be doing your January monthly tarot reading. I hope you're doing well and that you had a very happy holiday season. Those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies directly to your situation and discard the rest. If you'd like a more comprehensive picture, or if the message did not resonate, you may want to check your Moon, Venus or Rising sign. So what energies do I have for January for my Taurus querents? I'm going to put out 3 energies from this oracle for you to get an idea of your month. The top one, this one right here, and this one right here. Okay. Your first energy is the oak tree, which is the energy of strength. Your second energy is the ginkgo tree, which is patience. And your third energy, self-mastery, vitex or vitex. Okay, so this month is going to be about working on yourself really, with patience and direction. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this. Oh, okay, this card just jumped. I will have a look at it in a minute as an extra message for you. Alright. At the center of your spread, you have the Page of Cups. Crossing it, the Three of Swords. Below you, Eight of Swords. Above you, Page of Swords. Behind you, the Chariot. Ahead of you, the Six of Wands. The Advice, Death. The Environment, the Ace of Cups. Hopes and Fears, the Eight of Cups. The final outcome is the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, which are the underlying energies that you may not be aware of. Beautiful, the Empress. And the card that jumped out was the High Priestess. Okay, so let's deal with this first. That just wanted to come out, which is why I took it on the side. Now, the High Priestess is major arcana. You have 4 major arcanas, my bad, on your reading. You have the Chariot here, you have the Empress, you have Death, and the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is someone who is very wise, and that wisdom comes from listening to the inner guidance that she receives from the spirit world. So this is a card that talks about being in touch with your intuition, looking out for synchronicities and signs that your spirit team, God, the divine, the universe, whatever you believe in, may be putting towards you. So it really is about listening to that gut feel and being in touch with any messages that may pop into your head. It could be the lyrics of a song on the radio, something you're reading that just suddenly echoes with you, and this is what this is talking about. So this is a special message. In the near past, you have the Chariot, again, major arcana, so a big energy on your life path. And the Chariot talks about overcoming a big challenge or a long battle, something that took a long time and a lot of work. and coming out the other end successful and victorious. So something happened in the near past that has molded you and made you a better version of yourself, made you stronger. This is where the card of self-mastery from the Oracle comes from, and the card of strength as well. So you've been through it, and you've come out the other end successful, stronger, a better version of yourself. And in the middle of the spread, you have the Page of Cups crossed with the Three of Swords. Now, pages are news bearers. They give you information. They also indicate a change of direction or a new start, a new direction. And cups is to do with your feelings and relationships, love, emotions, that kind of realm. The Page of Cups can talk about someone giving you an apology, contacting you to give you an apology, can talk about a new love or a rekindling of a relationship. But it can also talk about someone who is figuring out their feelings for somebody else, you know, the first steps in a relationship. And this is crossed by the Three of Swords. Now, swords is to do with the mental realm. It's to do with thoughts, truths, and communication. 3 is the number of growth and expansion. Now, growth and expansion comes in different ways. And in the mental realm, it can come through the delivery of news. So it's a breakthrough. It's an energy of breaking through. Now, it may be delivered harshly, because swords is the suit that cuts. But the Three of Swords talks about some kind of victory or breakthrough that may be painful, but it's you figuring out your feelings, or maybe putting on hold a love offer from somebody because you're going through this mental process, and you know, this is kind of a standstill in that respect for that reason. And this stems all from the Chariot. And the cards do say to you, you know, strength and self-mastery. The Chariot does embody this. But patience, you know, be patient with yourself and be in touch with your intuition, because you have the High Priestess. Now, in your subconscious, you have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords talks about a mental prison that's self-inflicted. It talks about you erecting some kind of defenses or shields, blocking psychologically something. But it can also talk about being in need of being in control, and we can't be in control of everything. And so, because this is in your subconscious, this is why you need to be patient with yourself, because your higher self is saying that you have erected those psychological shields, and you just so desperately want to be in control, and you just can't. It's not possible. And this is why I'm saying that, you know, at the moment the Page of Cups is being crossed by the Three of Swords, because you're going through that growth in your mental process, but you're not quite there yet. So you're kind of imprisoned in here. And obviously your higher self is telling you that you can get out of your head. You know, this is just how you are thinking right now, and thoughts are not who you are. They're just that, they're thoughts. And follow your intuition. And in your goals, immediate goals, you have the Page of Swords. So, as I said previously, pages are to do with new directions or news. The Page of Swords can talk about communication that's coming your way, but it's going to be kind of blunt because it's the sword suits. So, you know, it could be some truth being delivered. But it talks also about being prepared for future challenges by changing how you look at things, you know, your thought process, a new direction in that way, which I believe is what it is for this reading. This is all about you wanting to, you know, grow and give a chance to something, but it's all in the realm of the thoughts. You know, you've erected those shields, You're trying to break through, you will, but this is, maybe you are expecting some news, maybe you're waiting for some news or some revelation coming your way to help you move forward. And again, the oracle talks about having patience, so just bear this in mind. Because in the near future, you've got the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is a beautiful card. I love it. Wands is to do with passion, willpower, drive. It's fire energy, so it's rather swift. And the Six is the number of harmony after having overcome some kind of challenge or change. It is a similar energy to the Chariot, although the Chariot talks about a more permanent and heavy energy. This is the card of victory, of recognition sometimes, but this is you being victorious. So as I was telling you, you know, you are going through a transformation, but it's all about patience and trusting the process and trusting your intuition, because your higher self is aware that you have erected shields, psychological shields around you, to do with that long battle that you came out victorious on, but you did have, you know, to have that fight, that battle, whatever that was, all that hard work. So it's all about having the patience, because and you know, also having that self-mastery over yourself, because you have a lot of swords energies, which is to do with the mental realm. There is a lot of psychological shields breaking through, you know, waiting for some clarity, some news coming your way, you know, looking at things from a different angle. It's all talking about you overcoming those blocks and coming out the other end victorious, which the cards are saying you will, because you've got the Six of Wands. This is a triumph. And in the advice you've got Death, which is a major arcana. Now Death talks, to be blunt, about the end of something, like it's done and dusted, it's not coming back, but it's so that something new can start or be reborn from the ashes. So whatever it is that you had a battle with and you came out victorious, you need to let it rest. You need to let it go and release it. That's what it's saying. Because if you hold on to things, you don't have enough space to bring about something positive in your life. So the advice is to really release, be at peace with what has gone, because something better is going to come around. And I'm saying this because in your environment, as well as the underlying energies, you have beautiful cards. In your environment, you've got the Ace of Cups. Now the Ace is the seed, the origin of the suit. So this is a brand new beginning in love. This is your cup overfilling with joy and happiness. This can talk about the birth of a project or a child. I'm going to give you a very specific message here, and that will not be for everybody. But I'm getting the very clear message that someone lost a child, as in miscarriage. And it's been a very long road to come back and conceive again. And the cards are saying that it's a very favorable time, you know, for birth. You also have the Empress. Now the Empress, major arcana, is governed by number 3, which again is growth and expansion, as I previously explained. And she talks about, well, there's layers to the card, but she talks about abundance, prosperity and fertility. She embodies beauty and love, and also the birth of a project or a child. So these energies are very, very favorable for you, whether you're looking at a new love coming into your life, or for that very special message I mentioned. I can't ignore it, it's just screaming at me. A new birth. So the cards really are talking about, you know, having patience, strength, and control yourself, because obviously it's easier said than done. But if you've been through a miscarriage or something like that, if you're pregnant again, you're going to have psychological blocks, because you're going to be so worried that you're going to lose the child again, and you don't want to go through that pain again. And so you're just, you know, subconsciously protecting yourself, because the Page of Cups in the middle could be the news that you were pregnant again. And it's a breakthrough for you, but it's also a heartache, it's difficult. And you are waiting for maybe the result, another result for the pregnancy test, or maybe you... I don't know why I'm hesitating saying it, it's just because I find it very difficult to talk about this. I don't want to upset people. But maybe you're worried that the child is going to have some problems, and so you've had some tests done on the fetus and you are waiting for some kind of results. But the cards are pointing out to success, triumph, very positive, and the environment and the hidden energies are all so promising, such prosperous, beautiful, fertile energy. So whether we're looking at love, whether we're looking at a pregnancy, having a child, that kind of thing, the cards are saying that everything is moving along and lining up for you, and you will be very happy. And in your hopes and fears position, you have the Eight of Cups. Now, the 8 is a number of advancement, and in the Suit of Cups, it talks about moving on, you know, knowing that you're not emotionally fulfilled, and you want your 9 of Cups, which is the will fulfillment, or the 10 of Cups, which is the, you know, happy ever after card. And that's what you're hoping. You're hoping that you're going to be able to walk away from the pain that you've experienced, so that you can experience all of this love and, you know, happiness that's coming your way. And it is coming your way. But the trick really is to let go, release it, release the pain. That's the big piece of advice here with death. Accept that it's gone, and that something better is going to come. And the cards are saying that yes, definitely, you've got 2 aces in your spread, which is beautiful. And the Ace of Wands talks about a passionate beginning, something so exciting that is really going to ignite you. So if we're looking at a new relationship, oh, it's coming your way, and it's going to be very fiery, very interesting, passionate, loving. If we're looking at having a child, this is going to be the experience of a lifetime. It's a very, very positive card. It really is, you know, a definitive yes to you. But it is all about mastering the sword energy, the mental energy you're dealing with, and having the patience and the strength, which you have, because, you know, you've come victorious with the Chariot already in the near past, and you will be triumphant in the near future. And remember to trust your intuition, trust your guts, be on the lookout for synchronicities. But this is a beautiful reading for you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm very grateful for your time. I wish you a wonderful January month, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.